So RootsTech 2022 starts this week, and with nearly 1,100 English language sessions, how do you even begin to choose which sessions you want to watch? Well, in this video, I'll share my learning philosophy and how you can make choosing your sessions a little easier. And I'll take you on a quick tour of the session listing so that you can find what you're looking for. Hey there, I'm Julie Cahill-Tarr with Genealogy in Action, and I simplify advanced genealogy research concepts so you can chase down your elusive ancestors quickly and confidently. So if you're a dedicated genealogist looking to uplevel your research skills, you're in the right place. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you how I prepared for this year's RootsTech and how you can too. Oh, and be sure to stick around until the end, where I'll share a tip for how you can actually watch all the sessions you choose. All right, so I've attended many large conferences over the years. When I first started out, my goal was to take in everything I could because I really wanted to learn. However, about 4 years ago, I realized that this approach was not serving me well. What I figured out is that I needed to choose sessions that were aligned with either my research goals or my educational goals, both of which I set at the beginning of the year. Otherwise, I'm not doing myself any good by consuming content for things I'm not actively working on. So, for example, let's say there are sessions on Italian genealogy. While I have an interest in this topic because of my stepfather's family, I do not have any plans to work on it this year. So consuming information that I can't apply right away, to me, is a waste of my time because it'll go in one ear and out the other. Now, I will admit that on occasion, I may add 1 or 2 sessions that aren't aligned with my goals simply because they're tied to an area of interest that I just can't pass up, even though I may not actively have a need for it right now. One example for me would be the Salem witch trials. I am a sucker for anything on that topic. Now, this philosophy applies to all conferences I attend, whether in person or virtually. But it's extremely critical when it comes to RootsTech. Why? Because it's huge. This year, there are more than 1,000 sessions to choose from. And while you might think that's wonderful, my guess is you'll start to feel overwhelmed with so many choices. So how do you choose? So first, think about the projects you plan to work on in the next 6 to 12 months. If a session deals with any of those topics or places or whatever that you need to learn about or freshen up your skills on, add it to your list. Second, think about your educational goals. Now, in some cases, these may focus on like new to you records, new to you places, maybe skill building topics, strategies, methodologies. Again, if it's a session that deals with anything related to these particular goals, add it to your list. Third, unless it's one of those topics or maybe a favorite speaker that you just can't miss, even though it's not aligned to your research or educational goals, go ahead and add 1 or 2 to your list. Otherwise, skip it. Now, your list may be pretty long, so you can either go through it again and prioritize it, or in a few minutes, I'll share with you a tip on how you can actually watch your chosen sessions. But before we get there, let's take a quick peek at the RootsTech website and how you can search for sessions and add them to your list. All right, so we're going to look at the RootsTech website. So head over to rootstech.org. And we're going to take a look at the sessions page. And what we can do is we can view the full catalog. And right now, it's not giving me anything that I can, like a way for me to add it to my playlist. And that's because I'm not signed in. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in real quick. Okay, so now I'm signed in. And we'll go back to view full catalog. And you can see that there are over 3,700 results. And that's a lot of results. That's a lot of sessions. However, if you can go over here to the filters, you can click on this and you will see an option for 2022. If you click that, it will show you only the sessions that are available for 2022. Now, just know that you can look through 2021 as well and watch the videos from last year. This has been popping up when I do that, and I'm not exactly sure why. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose the English language sessions, and we get 1,143 results. So this is all of the English language sessions for 2022. You can do other filtering, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but I want to point out really quick right here, you'll notice now I have this little plus sign and an X sign. And the X sign is because I want it to remove it from my playlist because it's already in my playlist. But if I wanted to add it to my playlist, I can do so right here. Another thing I want to notice is that if you hover over the text here, you'll get this white pop-up, and you can actually get the description of the series in this case, or the individual sessions. It is a little hard to read. It's very hard for me to read it. Unfortunately, I wish it was a little bit easier to read, but you can, I'm going to open a new tab, but you can go into the actual page and get the description here as well. You can also add it to the playlist. If it's a series, there may be 1, 2, or 3 different videos, and you can see the information about each of those. A lot of times they are the same description as up here, sometimes different, depends. And you can add it to your playlist individually if you want to do that. Go back to this search results. So the reason I wanted to bring this up is because it's going to play into filtering. It could play into filtering in a moment. All of the series seem to be listed first whenever I do this English in 2022. It will list all of the series first. Now, I prefer to add the actual series to my playlist. And what that looks like, if I go to my playlist, I have all these individual sessions up here, and then I have all the series down here. So it's just kind of organized a little differently. And quite honestly, I prefer that. And chances are I'm going to want to watch all 1, 2, or all 2 or 3 videos anyways. So I'd rather they all be grouped together, so I'm not watching them out of order. And this is a little important when we get to the filtering in just a moment here. So I actually went through this entire list of 1,100 sessions. I didn't filter anything in or out because I just, it doesn't take me that long to go through them. I just kind of look at the titles. I can kind of tell if it's something maybe interesting. I read the description and I either add it to my list or I don't. Now you can filter. So if you are only wanting to do research information in the United States, now clearly it's not listed right here. You need to do the see all. And you can either scroll down to the use, which you get another page to go to the use, or you can just type in United or start to type it in and you get these 3. So now I've gone down to 118 results for United States. I can then also add in topics. So I want to look for DNA and let's see all. And how about research methods? So now I have 469 results. So By doing this filtering, this tells me that it's not looking for instances where DNA is related to my location of the US. Because when I went down to the United States alone, I had 118. Now I have 469 when I add these two in. So this is one of the reasons where I prefer just to use the English language and 2022 as my only two filters and just go through the list of 1100. Because the other issue too is if you go to content type, you can choose from these different things. Like let's say you want to just know what all the keynotes are. That's fine. Or if you are looking for a, they had panel discussions, but I'm not seeing that. Like a workshop, okay? If you were looking for something specific, you could come here. However, what I will tell you is that if you click on class session, I do not believe that it will show you the series. If you also add in series episode, it will add all of the series episodes in there, but it will not add the series itself. I do not know why. I wish there was a way to do class session and series both together. Unfortunately, that isn't the way it's set up. And again, it's kind of like I'm questioning the filtering criteria as it is. So my opinion and what worked for me, I just went view full catalog. So it shows me everything. I close these down. So now I have no filters. I'm back to 3,700 plus. I want to get rid of 2021 and I want to choose English for me and go through these results. And I believe it took me less than an hour to go through these. And you just kind of keep arrowing through. You go through a page, you arrow into the next page, and you're on your way. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I just don't think that the filtering is working quite the way that I would like it to for my way of searching or thinking. All right, so let's hop back over. Let me get back on camera and we will finish up. Okay, so you saw that my filtering between the 2022 sessions and the English language sessions left me with more than 1,100 sessions. And I did browse through all of them to determine whether they aligned with my goals. And if they did, I added them to my playlist. I was left with 28 sessions, which is actually less than what I had last year, which was 40. So 28 is still a lot of sessions. So for context, if I were to attend NGS, the NGS conference in person later this year, I could physically attend up to 19 sessions over the course of 4 days. Now, I don't plan on taking off 4 days later this week to watch 19-ish RootsTech sessions. Instead, I may watch 1 or 2 over the weekend, and there is one that I really can't wait to see. So I'll definitely be watching that. So then how do I watch the remaining 20 plus? Well, I could watch 1 a day for a month or 1 a week for 6 to 7 months. To me, this makes it so much more manageable and less overwhelming. And it's totally doable. This is the strategy that I've used the last 2 years with all of the virtual conferences I've attended. So now that you know how I decided which RootsTech sessions to attend, I hope that you're able to use or adapt my strategy to fit your needs. So what's next? It's simple. Head on over to the RootsTech website and pick out your sessions so you'll be ready to go when everything goes live. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you're ready to choose your RootsTech sessions. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe using the button below and click the little bell so you'll be notified when new videos are released.